same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back. That's recoupment. Always have their two hands out. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like... And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that...
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cam Little after the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Take go.
Back-to-back carries here. Cuts it to the right sideline. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Let's go. Nike 18. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. You can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating the ball down the field.
Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson.
37-yard line.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Looking quickly here. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Wow, flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on 3rd. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. To the air now on 1st and 10. He completes it in traffic. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
8 yards.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's go. Coconut, go.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Stephanie. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
New set of downs from 37. only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to the well again. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Set up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Breaks free in the center of the field. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his nameplate down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up fourth and long. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Jones out there to return it. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Here's a design run. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Trap 60.
To the air on third and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Makes the ground and bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. This one left for Lamar. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This time he's looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. Cam Little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
Throwing now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Go! 40, 70, Bronco 80.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Bronco 18.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down from the 42. Still sticking with the passing game. And And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? Well, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. Backed up just a bit following the penalty. Here's 1st and 20. Sticking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's going to throw it again. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. They're not getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Across the 45. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
You. Hey, middle.
1st down throw for Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And no luck there, that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Jackson now on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Was brought in by Burton. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Man in motion out of the slot. Lamar throwing again. Throw left side finds Burton. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. The design run. Jackson keeping it. Jackson, touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Setting them on the dive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Dropping back to throw. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This time it's a passing play. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play.
Ready? Pound to 60. Pound to 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready? Go. Ready? Hands up. Go. Hey, report. Report. 13. Hands up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
79 Bronco. Bronco, 69, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 6, Warrior 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Play action now with Jackson. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Jackson's going to throw again. Fits it through the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 14. And Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18
give it to him again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on Brooks. That's a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, push the move.
Rolling from the gun here. On the move, headed right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, shot. 19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Back to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Connects on the crosser. He's finally done, and he lost the football. Oh, no, he did. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top with the deep threat.
It's a design boot. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, you. Hey, middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Yeah.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. They will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
On 1st down, Jackson escapes out to the left. Now he's throwing deep, left side. And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Jackson, quick pass wide. Up the sideline he goes at the 35. That's the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to touch him down as they line up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brought in left side by Jones. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Running it now out of the gun. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. There to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. He'll look to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. Working quickly here.
2-yard line.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it'll be second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards, I think, into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives him more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal.
Trap 60. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Desperation time here. He will not escape the rush on fourth and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Pass play on first and 10. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
19 Lions. 60 Bison. 6.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
To the air on third and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth.
Set. Cowboy 80.
They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Dude, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defenders can cover him. That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Real quick. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
First down now. Ball at the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
19 tight. 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check up.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And they pick him up again. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson has it downfield working the left. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. First down, here's Lamar. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. That one's complete, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard pickup takes it 3rd and
Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
No, we changed it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They're going to pass it here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Go ahead.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. Keeps it moving. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by
Pass play now. Dumped off to his running back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
50-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, go.
Looking in the air here. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Right on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers trail by 22 now.
Steelers 23.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's
I guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Paulson and Devo's got it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Lightning 18, trap 60, trap 60. Take over.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Middle.
First down throw for Jackson. Flush down out to his left. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? Safe got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.